Welcome back everyone of the Westlake Hornets Teambuilder Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. I dropped my controller a minute ago, so good job me. Anyway, the Hornets will return to Burmester on an 8-game winning streak as they're going to take on the number 16th ranked Stanford Cardinal. This could be a matchup we see in the future with Westlake's impending move to the Pac-12 Conference. The Hornets, with a win today, will likely move into the top 25 for the first time in school history. That would be a huge accomplishment, and that would be big on their resume if they want to move to the Pac-12 next season. The Hornets have likely already clinched a spot in the Mountain West Championship as they are 7-0 in conference, but this is still an important game one. They're taking on a really good team and would love to be ranked, and then recruiting. Westlake has 5 players visiting: 4-star receiver Everett Lemieux, 3-star guard William Underwood, 3-star defensive end Tyree Cooper, 3-star linebacker Scott Wheaton, and 3-star running back Tony Thomas. Some of those names could be the future of this program, and Westlake would love to impress them with a big win over the Stanford Cardinal. Welcome everyone to the Hornets Nest here in Burmester, Utah. The 8-3, number 16 ranked Stanford Cardinal take on the 8-2 unranked Westlake Hornets. Stanford will choose heads, even though tails never fails, and it lands on tails. It never fails. Westlake will send their defense out on the field first. Davis Mills has only thrown 2 interceptions this entire season. He has been really impressive. Mills fakes the handoff, looking to throw it up the middle for Osiris St. Brown for a gain of 26 yards. Nice play by the Stanford Cardinal offense. It's been a quick drive, only lasting about a minute so far, and Stanford's already in the red zone. Looks like it might be a rough day for this defense, as Trevor Spades has it. Spades, no one in front of him. Touchdown, Stanford Cardinal. Westlake's offense 3-and-out, and Stanford's offense has ran the ball every play this drive, and it's worked, as they have it at about the 6-yard line. 3rd down and 2, handoff for Sion Lund, and he gets stopped, only gaining 1. That's David Baker, who stuffs him up like Thanksgiving turkey. Stanford's going to risk it for the biscuit and go for it here on 4th down. They've ran it 15 times and passed it once, as it's going to be a pass. This is a terrible idea for Stanford. They have not passed it once on this drive, but on 4th and 1 at the 5, where your running back cannot be tackled, they throw the football. Bad play call by head coach David Shaw. Westlake, other than the 4th down stop, has just looked terrible today. Let's see if this offensive drive can really prove a point, as Champ Britton has an open man. Wide open is Cortez Thorne, the senior, for a gain of 30 yards. It is 2nd down and 3 for the Hornets. Ellis, Britton, and Jackson all in the backfield as Alex Ellis fakes the handoff. Champ Britton looking to throw it. Britton under pressure. He's going to be sacked for a loss of 12 yards. That'll set up a 3rd down and 15. It's Jordan Fox who makes the play. First quarter in the books. Stanford up 7-0. It's 3rd down and 15. Can Westlake convert? Britton and Ellis in the backfield, 4-wide set. Champ Britton looking deep, up the middle for Ayoa Aluko, the sophomore, gaining 21. It is 4th and 2, and the Westlake Hornets have decided to risk it for the biscuit. They are going to go for it. Interesting play call by head coach Mason Conway, as Champ Britton, under pressure, he's going to gain the 1st down, as he was almost sacked, then he almost ran out of bounds. But Champ Britton able to make the play. This is play number 13 of the drive. Will it be the last? Probably not, but who knows? Anything's possible. As Champ Britton scrambling. Britton looking for Ayoa Aluko, and it will be the last play of the drive. Touchdown, Westlake Hornets, Ayoa Aluko. And this game is likely going to be tied up. Stanford is coming off a really good drive, but they went for it on 4th down, and they didn't get it, so they still only have 7 points. 3rd down and 3. They've used the pass a lot more on this drive, and I think they should just go back to the run, as it's going to be a fumble. Spades picks it up, so it looked like Davis Mills picked up the 1st down, but he fumbled it. Spades picked it up, but it's a 4th down. Well, Stanford faked the punt on 4th down and 1, and Wesley McNamara comes down with the interception. Jeremy Hull is their punter, so Stanford is now 0 for 2 on 4th down. What are you doing, David Let's Shaw? See if Westlake can take advantage of the bad play calling, as Champ Britton's going to keep it. Britton has blocks. Champ Britton, there he goes down the field. Can anyone catch him? He will be caught, but Champ Britton gains 39 yards. Excellent run. Big play right there by the sophomore quarterback, Champ Britton. 2:42 left to go here in the first half. As Eddie Goolsby is the motion man. Fake handoff. Britton looking for the end zone. It's going to be Aluko. Aluko's second touchdown grab of the day. And the Westlake Hornets take the lead. That is the team's 50th total touchdown this season. We have a studio update from our good friends at EA Sports. As Purdue fighting for their bowl eligibility. They have the lead over the Buckeyes. 14-13. Either team could win this game. But let's see if Purdue will get the upset. Has the football back. They went for it on 4th and 1 again. And again, they didn't convert. As David Baker will light Trevor Spates up like a Christmas tree. That'll be a loss of 2. Stanford has by far been the better team today, but with some bad play calls, they're down. As Connor Weddington is the motion man. Mills looking to throw it. Under pressure, finds Scooter Harrington. As it looked like Westlake went full-on blitz, and Harrington's able to gain 28 yards because of it. The Stanford Cardinal now have it at the 20-yard line, 43 seconds left until halftime. It'll be Spates who gets the handoff. Trucking David Baker. We might need a funeral for Mr. Baker. Stanford calls their second timeout. Stanford is going to try to hold on to their final timeout as on 2nd down and goal. Mills under pressure. He's sacked for a loss of 4. And the Westlake Hornets are going to call a timeout. That's Trey Cooper Jr. This will likely end the first half if Stanford makes it, which they will. And even if they miss it, that'll still end the first half. Kick is up, and it's right down Main Street. Half number 1 in the books. Westlake leads at 14-10, and I believe the Hornets start the second half with football. I was talking with senior defensive end Trey Cooper Jr. at halftime. Of course, his brother is here on a campus visit and potentially could be a future Westlake Hornet. And Trey Cooper Jr. says he wants to put on a show for his younger brother, who is also a defensive end. The two exchange handshakes at the end of the first half. Really nice moment. And a really nice moment for Westlake right here is a 45-yard gain for Cortez Thorne. I'm pretty sure if Westlake does not convert here, they won't make the same mistake that Stanford did, which was going for it. 3rd down and 1. Britton looking for the end zone, and it's Aluko. Aluko now has the hat trick, as that is his 3rd touchdown of the day. That is a school record, and the Hornets extend their lead. Stanford was in total control of the first quarter. They had the ball at the 2-yard line, up 7-0, and now Westlake's been on a 21-3 run since then, as it'll be Trevor Spates. Big run right there for Stanford, hopefully for them. That'll be a momentum, well, not really hopefully, because I'm not really rooting for them, but we'll see if that'll be a momentum builder for the Cardinals. A nice run by Spates. It's 1st down around the 49-yard line for Stanford as Mills hands it back off for Trevor Spates. He's going to break a tackle, but that probably doesn't help him because he lost 5. Mel Flint tackling him while Mel Flint was on the ground. That's just the type of player that he is, Mel Flint, man. It's going to be a shame for Westlake when he goes after this year. 2nd down and 15 after the 5-yard loss for Stanford, as they need to gain a 1st down here. Mills, it's going to be a screen pass for Spates. Spates is going to gain a 1st down and more. There goes Trevor Spates. Nobody in front of him, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 2-yard line by McNamara. I don't think screenplays are designed to go 54 yards, but I can't imagine Stanford's complaining. As it's 2nd down and goal at the 1-yard line. Handoff for the big fella, the fullback, Marlon Williams, trucking Ashton Carr. And that'll be a Stanford touchdown. They make this game a little bit closer. After a really bad start, the Westlake Hornets offense has definitely figured it out. Has 3 players in the backfield. Ellis, Britton, and Jackson. Britton's going to scramble. Champ Britton. Still scrambling. He's going to find Dustin Schwend. Schwend is a couple blocks, and he brings it inside for 35. It is 2nd down and 7. 2.5 minutes left here in quarter number 3. Hornets up 21-17, and they're hoping to make that lead bigger soon as Britton sacked. Loses 8 yards on the play. It's going to be Ryan Johnson. That sack may have moved Westlake out of field goal range. As it's 3rd down and 15. Britton under pressure. He's sacked again. Now they're definitely not in field goal range, and I think Britton might be hurt. Champ Britton is indeed hurt. He has back spasms, and he will be completely fine to return to the game. Big play right here. 3rd down and 5. As it looks like it's going to be a screen for Sion Lund, who breaks Mel Flint's tackle. You don't break Mel Flint's tackle lightly, because that guy can really tackle, and he's going to bring it into the red zone. Mel Flint might be the best tackling linebacker in college football, but it seems like he misses tackles in clutch situations. Remember last year during the bowl game when he missed the tackle, and if he got it, Westlake probably could have won the game? As look at this, Davis Mills on 3rd and 7 with a big first down run. Stanford is inches away from the end zone and likely taking the lead, as it's going to be handoff for Trevor Spates. And the Cardinals are on top with just 4:28 remaining. Westlake was just up by 11, and now they're down. Let's see if they can come back and win this game. Handoff for Alex Ellis. Ellis bounces off a blocker. Alex Ellis is a first down. There goes Ellis down the field, running for 27 yards. It is 2nd down and 10 at the 44-yard line for Westlake, Britton, and Ellis. In the Hornets' backfield, 3:50 left to go in regulation, because who knows, this game could go into overtime. Champ Britton scrambling. He's going to look deep down the field for a wide-open Cortez Thorne, and he gets it inside the 10. 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and maybe a foot. Can Westlake punch it in? It's going to be Britton and Sebastian Jackson in the backfield, not Alex Ellis. And Jackson, the redshirt freshman, will get the touchdown, and the Hornets regain the lead with 2:40 left to go. As an unbiased announcer, I'm not too confident in Westlake's chances of getting a stop on this drive. Not saying they're not going to win the game, because their offense will maybe get the ball back. As Bates, wrapped up, loses 2. Huge play for number 26, the junior safety, Ash Jakar. 3rd down and 6. This might be the biggest play of this football game right here. Stanford needs to convert. Under 2 minutes left. It's going to be Osiris St. Brown who brings it to about midfield. Stanford's offense is looking good on this drive, as remember, touchdown takes the lead. Field goal does absolutely nothing. It would make it a 1-point game, but Westlake would still have the lead. As Davis Mills looking deep, he finds Washington, who burns Weddington, who burns Quentin Campbell, bringing it inside the 5. 3rd down and goal for 1. Can Stanford punch it in? They're down to their final timeout. Westlake still has all 3. Handoff for the big fella, and once again, Marlon Williams, the fullback, will give Stanford the lead. 47 seconds left. Westlake has all 3 timeouts. Field goal ties it for Westlake, assuming Stanford makes the extra point, and a touchdown would likely win it. Champ Britton was nicknamed Champ for a reason, because I doubt that's the name on his birth certificate. He's nicknamed that because he's a winner. He's clutch. Let's see if he can be that in this situation. Is Eddie Goolsby with a big play, getting it to about the 40-yard line. I am a liar. Westlake does not need to lob it up. They can just kick a field goal with Calvin Richardson to tie it up. And it is money. He almost missed it, but it looks like we are headed to overtime. Remember a couple years ago against Oklahoma State where Westlake had the game-winning drive, and Calvin Richardson missed the extra point? Well, he comes up clutch. We are tied up at 31. The reason why Westlake chose defense is because they want to see what Stanford's offense does. Like, if Stanford scores a field goal, then Westlake can score a field goal and they won't lose yet. As good start, Scooter Harrington gaining 17. It is 1st and goal at the 8. A touchdown would be huge here for Stanford, which would pin Westlake's backs against the wall. Mills alone in the backfield, looking to throw it, but he's sacked for a loss of 6 yards by Rashawn Lilly. His 3rd down and goal at the 8. This might be the biggest play of the game. Stanford kind of needs a touchdown, and Westlake kind of needs a stop. So who's going to get it? As Davis Mills has time, he's going to find Osiris St. Brown, who doesn't quite get in the end zone. That brings up an interesting 4th down. Do they take the point? Stanford is in field goal formation, but remember, they did fake the punt, so they are not afraid to fake it. The kick is up, and it's good. Westlake knows what they need to do now as we have a studio update. If Westlake gets a touchdown, they win. Field goal, another overtime. And if they get stopped, they lose, as New Mexico has a quick 7-0 lead over the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. If Westlake gets a touchdown on this drive, game over. Hornets win, and they will likely be ranked for the first time in school history. Can they do it? Champ Britton scrambling with it. Britton finds Dustin Schwen. This game is over. The Hornets improve to 9-2 as Dustin Schwen gets the game-winning touchdown. What a football game. This one was back and forth the whole time. But Champ Britton has some ice in his veins. Westlake improves to 9-2, and the Stanford Cardinals go down to 8-4. What a game. What a game.
Hey,